Us from New Delhi is Srikanth Kondapalli, a professor of Chinese studies at Jawaharlal Nehru University. You're an internationalist to us, Professor. Thank you so much for your time. Has trade always been so political? It's quite clear India and Brazil are being punished politically by Washington.
Yes. The announcement by President Trump yesterday about 25% tax, it has been received quietly in New Delhi at this moment because we think that the final deal will come up somewhere in August. The current announcement is going to affect Indian GDP, Indian rupee valuation, and of course the exports. But India is slated to grow around 6.4%, 6.5% by the IMF this year. It is estimated that 0.5% or roughly about 0.2% of the GDP will be affected by this tariff increase. So that is a major concern, specifically in terms of gems, jewelry, electronics, automobile parts, and others will be coming under the scanner. But a political talk between the two leaders could possibly lower that to roughly about 15 to 20%, given what we have seen with China from 145% to about 34% right now, and with Vietnam from 46% to roughly about 20%. So there is an expectation that this will be lowered slightly to roughly about 20%, 15 to 20%. So that is what the expectation is. But as you rightly mentioned, it is a political decision that has been taken. And President Trump also mentioned about the Russian energy, Russian arms, as well as the BRICS, which is questioning the US dollar as the key motivators for this 24% increase in the tariffs. So Brazil, as a major partner of the BRICS, is also equally concerned about the current tariff positions.
Okay, just regarding India specifically, because of its geostrategic importance, considering what's happening in that part of Asia, you've got obviously Chinese influence, you've got Pakistan as India's neighbor, there's Iran there, there's Afghanistan as well. Other challenges exist too, indeed Myanmar, which we'll come to in our bulletin a bit later. Is it a question of India now having to almost, to be unkind, having to bribe the United States into a better deal? And what can India offer to get one?
Well, unlike the Chinese, who have the magnets and rare earth metals as a trump card in their negotiations in Geneva, London, and Stockholm last week, India doesn't have that much leverage on these. And so this is a big problem. However, we have seen actually mixed signals, because the United States has 4 foundational agreements in the defense field with India. And yesterday, the NASA and Indian Space Research Organization launched a very sensitive satellite with synthetic aperture radar. And also there are ongoing defense-related matters that are including a few days ago, the Quad meeting between the foreign ministers of these 4 countries. So there is the mixed signaling here. One, on the economic side, there is the tariff increase. On the other, in terms of the geostrategic location of India, the Quad and other defense related matters are also going on simultaneously. So this should cushion the bilateral relations in the longer term, if not in the short term.
Professor Kondapalli, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you very much, Adnan.